The Promised Neverland, Episode 8. Oh man, this episode was amazing. I mean, it was freaking great. It was titled 021145. That was the title of this week's episode of The Promised Neverland. And man, oh man, freaking it's been 8 weeks since the series started, and I really hate waiting every freaking week, like a whole entire week, until a new episode comes out. So, here we go, discussing about episode 8 of The Promised Neverland. Now, before I actually discuss about what happened in this week's episode of The Promised Neverland, the episode came out yesterday, and I couldn't do my review and all that because I had stuff to do, so I couldn't do my review on The Promised Neverland yesterday, but I have watched it today, and yeah, here we go with the review of this week's episode of The Promised Neverland, episode 8. So yeah, of course, this week's episode was amazing. I mean, The Promised Neverland anime does not disappoint at all. Well, The Promised Neverland in general, like the freaking manga and all that. Now, the manga is, I think, is a little bit more better than the anime and stuff, but the anime is still pretty good. I mean, the animation and all that is pretty damn good. Now, the manga, I will have a review on this week's manga chapter review. Now, I haven't reviewed, I did say I was going to review last week's manga chapter, but I didn't because I had stuff to do as well. So yeah, this week's manga chapter I will be reviewing. So yeah, look out for that. It'll be up on the channel. Probably the Sunday or Monday. So yeah, look out for one of those days that the manga chapter for The Promised Neverland will be uploaded. As well as My Hero Academia and One Piece and all that stuff. They'll all be uploaded either this Sunday or Monday. So yeah, look out for that. Whenever the English translations from Viz Media's app comes out. So yeah, look out for those. So yeah, for episode 8, oh man, episode 8 was amazing. So yeah, from last week's episode, we ended off with Isabella pretty much giving Sister Krone a note, letter from the higher ups, from headquarters and stuff. You know, she gave him a note, and Sister Krone opens up the note, and she reads the note, and what it says is she'll be going to the next farm. She's about to become a mom, farm number 4, I think, whatever it's called. Pretty much carry her off to that location. So yeah, the letter says that that she's about to become a mom at this farm or whatever, and apparently Isabella was telling the higher ups about how Sister Krone was doing a good job and all that, and how she has to hurry up and get to the gate immediately because Grandma's there. So yeah, we don't know what the grandma's name is. So yeah, hopefully we will know her name. But yeah, we have seen her in this week's episode. Not her whole entire face because it was kind of shaded and all that, but I'll get to that in a moment. So yeah, that's what Isabella was telling Sister Krone to hurry up immediately, get ready, leave out, because you have to go to this location, right now. So yeah, that's what Isabella tells her. And Isabella walks out the room and all that, and Sister Krone's tripping, like, damn it, stuff like that, but whatever. So yeah, she gets the letter that she found behind Ray's dresser drawers and all that, from last week's episode. So she gets the letter and stuff, puts her in her pocket. She goes out to the gate. She meets the grandma. So yeah, we have seen the grandma, but it was like half of her face that we could see because of they shaded her face. Like, you can see her mouth and all that, but you can't see her eyes or nothing. But yeah, so yeah, the grandma's like, you ready and all that? And we see Sister Krone going like, hold up, I got this letter, here you go. And she opens up the letter, reads it and all that stuff, and goes, and Sister Krone's like, yeah, there's these 2 kids that are trying to escape right now, from the farm very soon. Just let the higher up knows and all that stuff. And the grandma was like, yeah, we know that Isabella got this under control. So yeah, she got this under control, so we don't got to worry about it, and all that stuff. And looks at Sister Krone going like, yeah, pretty much you're going to die today. And then we see one of the demons comes up, and Sister Krone got some knife in her hands, trying to sling it, trying to scare the demon away and stuff. Is coming closer and closer, and while the demon's coming closer, and Sister Crone's backing up to the gate like she don't got nowhere to go because the gate done closed and all that. She's back up to the gate and to the walls and all that. She can't go nowhere. And she knows she's about to die and all that, and we started seeing flashbacks of her life, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we've seen flashbacks, and apparently these flashbacks, apparently like they said, demons was around, taking control of the earth or the planet and all that, a long time ago, ever since she was born and ever since the grandma was around and all that, because we have seen the grandma pretty much, apparently she had a flashback about this little kid. It was probably Isabella, we don't know, but it was this little kid trying to escape and all that stuff. Apparently she was a mom of a farm and all that stuff. So yeah, it was around when she was young, back in her days and all that stuff. So it's been years ever since the demons was on this planet. So yeah, we see Sister Krone having the flashbacks, having a flashback about the tattoo getting on her neck, the flashback about the scar on her chest, and, about how she's seen the demons for the first ever time, went up to headquarters, all that stuff. So yeah, we've seen all that stuff. And, the demon grabs her by the throat pretty much, and stabs her right through the chest with a rose, and drops her to the ground, and the rose turns red and all that stuff. Crazy scene, but yeah, Sister Krone is now dead. So yeah, she died in this week's episode of Promised Neverland. And after that scene, we head back to the home and stuff. Every kid is eating and all that. I'm surprised that we didn't see the demon pretty much eat her, because I know their favorite meal is humans and stuff. So yeah, surprisingly they didn't try to eat her. Nothing. They just left her dead body right there at the gate. So yeah, Sister Krone's now dead and all that. And her last thoughts was, "You better escape, you damn kids." So yeah, that was her thoughts. And yeah, that's what she was thinking of. Her last final words, or the final words in her head or whatever, is like, "You better escape, you damn kids." So yeah, she is now hoping that they escape and destroy the freaking world, kill off every freaking demon, all that stuff. That's what Sister Krone's now hoping for. That was her last words until she died. So yeah, Sister Krone's now dead and all that. And so we go back to the house and stuff, and we see everybody eating and stuff, and we see Isabella pretty much carry Ray up to this room and closes the door behind carries Ray up to the room, and Ray's like, "Well, where's Sister Krone?" And Isabella's like, "Yeah, I eliminated her. I did not need her no more. I eliminated her, and she is nowhere ever, she's nowhere else, she's dead." Telling Ray that, and Ray's like, "Oh, wow, that's crazy," and stuff, and Isabella's like, "Yeah, well, now you're about to be eliminated. I'm about to eliminate you now." And Ray's like, "Why? Why are you going to eliminate me?" And then Isabella's like, "I know you're a traitor. I know you've been telling me false information and been telling Emma and Norman, everything. I know you've been doing that. So yeah, I know you're a traitor for me, so yeah. I'm going to eliminate you and pretty much kill you off, right now and stuff. But, you know what, I'm not going to kill you off right now, I'll just leave out this room, lock the door, because right now, she looks at the freaking, at the tracking device and goes like, "Oh, it looks like we see two dogs running straight to the fence. It looks like it is Emma and Norman because how fast they are running." So yeah, she walks out the house and you see Don and Gilda, and a couple of kids at the freaking door at the outside of the house and stuff. They're just standing out there. Don and Gilda was waiting for a signal from Ray and all that. But Ray did not give out the signal because he was locked in the room. So Isabella walks outside, she's walking up to the gate and stuff where Norma and Emma's at. So yeah, she's walking up through the forest and all that to that gate where they're at. And Don's like, "Hold up, Gilda, I'll be right back." Runs into the house and he notices that Ray's locked into this room. He busts the door down. Ray and Don runs out the house, and Ray and Don and Gilda pretty much start running when Isabella's going up to Norma and Emma, up to the gate. And so Isabella catches up to Emma and Norman, and Isabella looks at Norman and Emma at the gate and straight up says, "Cut the act. I know everything. The higher ups already told me." So yeah, the higher ups do know about the situation that's going on the farm, and they told Isabella, "Yeah, you need to control these kids right now." And Isabella's like, she's like kind of, you could tell she's crazy and all that. Like, you don't got no way to escape. You might as well come back home and enjoy a happy life and all that stuff. I know everything, but let's start stuff fresh. We know each other now. Hi, my name is Isabella. Like crazy stuff. Like crazy stuff. So yeah, Isabella's like, you know, pretty insane and all that. So you might as well enjoy a happy life because you're going to die soon. Stuff like that. And you know, and she's trying to tell Emma and Norman to cut the act because I know you was trying to escape and all that stuff. You was waiting for a signal for Ray to escape with all the kids and all that. And Emma's like, "Oh no, we're not trying to do that." And she goes like, "I know you five are trying to escape and all that stuff." Uh, and Norman was like, "Wait, hold up, us five? No, it's just us three. No." So yeah, Isabella does know about Dawn and Gilda knowing the truth and all that as well. So yeah, they got this bag, Norman and them, and Emma tells Norman, "Hurry up, go grab the bag. I'll hold off, Isabella," and then Emma runs up to grab Isabella like a freaking bear hug or whatever. Was going to work because she's just a little kid. She's like, what, 11 years old, 12 years old, or whatever, around that age. And freaking Isabella takes her down, breaks her leg, and all that stuff. Had her down. And we see a scene where Isabella's like, come back to the house. Freaking, she grabs Emma, walks her to the house, and the little kid's is like, wait, hold up, what's wrong? Emma's hurt? Oh no, stuff like that. Phil was like looking around stuff and all that stuff. Like Emma's hurt and all that. She got a broken leg now, but it's just Isabella and Emma walking back to the house. And the last scene that we see in this episode was Isabella telling Norman, yeah, your date of getting shipped out has been set. And that was the end of the episode. So yeah, apparently before they actually go to the scene back and forth, but the last scene was supposed to be Isabella bringing Emma back to the house and all that. So yeah, that was actually kind of like the last scene of the episode and all that, and we don't see Norman, Ray, Dawn, and Gilda at all. They're somewhere else, and Isabella got Emma in her hands, walking back to the house. So yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy way to end off this week's episode of The Promised Neverland. Isabella knows about the whole entire thing. She knows that Ray was a traitor and all that for her. Oh yeah, everything. Sister Krone's dead. Norman got a date now of his shipment and all that. So yeah, crazy stuff. But yeah, definitely can't wait for next week's episode of The Promised Neverland, episode 9. Can't wait for that. It kind of sucks that we're kind of like really at the end of the season now. Season 1 sucks, but whatever. Sucks that we gotta wait a whole entire week for a new episode. It definitely sucks, but whatever. But yeah, The Promised Neverland. I'll give this episode a freaking 9 out of 10 stars as well. I'll give it a pretty good episode. We seen a little bit of Sister Krone's backstory, pretty much her dying. A little bit of backstories and stuff. Crazy stuff. But yeah, that was this week's episode of The Promised Neverland, episode 8. That has been my review for it. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this week's episode. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel, Word of Chris 1-800. Subscribe to my other channel, Chris Podales. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. I'll be down there in the description box. So yeah, go follow me on all my social media accounts. And yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next video.